Alright my friends, welcome back to Frogboy X1 Gaming. I'm Andrew and today we're talking a little bit more about the overall platform upgrade to the 7800X 3D. And I am starting to really, not necessarily feel a major difference, but them 1% lows, my friends. I'm noticing a lot less stutter and instability in the overall gameplay. Like I was just checking out Hogwarts Legacy, and you know, paired with the 4080 Super, being able to like turn everything to ultra 1440p and be able to run that, it definitely still, you know, does like the whole Hogwarts Legacy stutter type thing, but it's a lot better. Now I tried to record the footage. I was sitting there for like 15 minutes running around Hogsmeade, you know, talking, feeling like I was recording, but sometimes, like with this freaking shadow play on NVIDIA, it gets so annoying. You like hit the button, you think you're recording, and then all of a sudden you realize after 15 minutes that you haven't been recording, so it gets frustrating. And that's probably why I don't put up a whole lot of videos, because when I'm doing my testing, I'm not going to sit there and go out of my way to try to figure out how to get it to work. Sometimes literally I have to like reboot the whole system to get this freaking this shadow play on NVIDIA to work. It's just one of them bugs that have plagued me with shadow play for a very long time. I personally like to use shadow play. To me, I mean, it's a free feature. You might as well use it. I mean, aside from going out and buying a whole nother rig in a 4K freaking capture card and stuff like that, that just doesn't seem like appropriate right now. But let me go ahead and talk about this 7800X 3D as a baseline for stability. Like if you're, and this is my way of recommending this upgrade, if you are somebody that is struggling with the 1% lows, I did, you know, every once in a while in a lot of games there were definitely some lower 1% lows, and now that I have a 7800X 3D and I look back and I compare and contrast that experience with the 1% lows, to me I have a pretty high tolerance, because like I said, I've been a console gamer for like 38 years. But like when I'm running in a game and then it kind of just like stops and freezes and like, or does like a stutter or something like that, normally I don't mind too much. Obviously I have a pretty high tolerance for that kind of stuff. But the thing with the 7800X 3D is those are a lot less frequent than they normally were, and that is where they consider, you know, like your 1% lows when you're playing, and then it'll drop to its lowest point in the game. And when I'm doing that, I've noticed like some of them games that that I've been going back and I've been playing that would have like those 1% lows. Like every while you'd be playing, and then like every minute or so, or every couple of minutes, you'd get a nice little stutter or something, you know, and it kind of feel like maybe traversal stutter or something like that. Not really that big of a deal. It didn't really bug me too much, but I've noticed that those are not, I mean, mostly completely eliminated in a lot of the games that I have been retesting. So I can definitely see a difference in the overall performance of a lot of these games, and it's not major in a lot of them. You know, coming from a 5900X, that 5900X was a pretty dang good CPU, but there is something about the AM5 platform that brings out like it does feel better, and that's cool. Like it's cool to buy something and actually see an improvement overall in just the way it performs and how it plays, and how you because it does help with immersion. Believe it or not, when you're fully immersed and there's like nothing happening, you like distracting you or anything like that is pretty cool. I do think that there's a lot of you know, not necessarily misinformation, but just a lot of fanboy stuff going around these days when it comes to PCs and consoles and all of that stuff, that like it really like clouds people's judgment. You know, it's like we're always out here trying to prove somebody wrong or prove something better or something like that, and it just really comes down to like, how do we as gamers get the best overall experience that we can get without having to spend a ton of money. Because I can already tell you right now, there are thousands of ways that you could literally just blow through money on PC gaming, and I've seen it. I've seen it, you know, like more expensive boards, more expensive this, more expensive that. I can see it already. People out there getting shafted left and right, buying stuff that they think is gonna make a difference, and dude, you're literally like, there's no difference. I personally, you know, you hear about people spending all this money for like water cooling and all of this stuff just to get marginal gains out of. Oh man, I don't know about this stuff. I don't know about that stuff, guys. I'm perfectly fine. I'm perfectly happy with what I have now. I am looking at this upgrade for the 7800 XT as like future proofing, to be completely honest with you. And I did decide to go with it now because I think I got my 7800X 3D chip for like $329, so it wasn't like super expensive or anything. And then, like, you know, obviously by the time the next ones come out and they're like $450 or whatever, maybe I drop one in right at launch and see how it runs. I don't know, guys. But yeah, this did make a difference. Not a huge difference, and it didn't unlock the super power of my 4080 Super. It did make the overall platform more stable, and that's a good thing. That is definitely a good thing, and I do appreciate that. I'm happy with it. Like, I would not have, I mean, I'd say that the people in the community, you know, kept bugging me to do it, and that's why I did it. But no, I literally bought it because I wanted to upgrade the hardware. I wanted to, you know, make the platform a little bit better, and I wanted to check it out. I felt like I had enough time on the AM4 platform to where it was, you know, beneficial for me to go ahead and make the switch and do that, you know, like filming that and all of that stuff. I did want to, I mean, I'll be honest, I did want to pay the cameras off first before I did that, but now I'm just, you know, focusing all of that and making a whole bunch of content. So the more you guys watch this content, the better. If I can get, you know, a good enough amount of views, then I can just put that YouTube ad revenue right back into paying for all of this stuff. I got like 90 days same as cash, so if I can hurry up and just make a whole bunch of money back this month, next month, and the month after, then I can just hurry up and pay all this stuff off. And so far it's looking pretty decent, but I do need your guys' help to keep watching and sharing and talking about these videos and interacting with them. So I greatly thank you, and honestly, if it wasn't for you guys, we wouldn't even be able to do most of this stuff, so I definitely appreciate that. But I do want everybody to know that's out there thinking, hey man, should I upgrade to the AM5 platform? Is it better? So far, guys, it's been stable. It's been stable. It really does enhance the experience to a certain degree. You don't go into it thinking that you're going to be like, yeah man, I'm going to play that game and I'm going to get 40 extra frames. No, be conservative with your expectations. And when I say be conservative with your expectations, I mean that, yeah, you're gonna get some uplift in FPS, but it's gonna be, your uplift is gonna be more in the stability part of things. You're definitely going to notice a major improvement in stability, overall stability, machine stability, things like that. That there is where I think the biggest gain for me came, was the overall stability, 1% lows, little bit better, you know, like with heavy and with CPU heavy intensive games like, you know, Forza Motorsport. Definitely fix that game right up for me. Feels consistent, smooth, way better 1% lows. Absolutely love playing that now, even on the 4080 Super, even on the 7900 XT. The improvement on that game was absolutely massive, and I'm very grateful for that. Other games, you know, like some of the open world games and all of that stuff that I play, definitely 1% better, definitely better 1% lows. It feels like there's a more consistent, higher frame rate most of the time when I'm playing some of these games. But that is where I would say, if you want to upgrade and then be able to look forward to the longevity of the platform, I mean, yeah, definitely worth the upgrade. I don't feel like it's been like super buggy or anything like that. I definitely had my anxiety about getting on there and it being all buggy and broken. I will say that I still continue to turn my PC off and then turn it back on, and every cycle is getting faster. It is getting faster. It's not sitting there training for 3 minutes anymore. Now it's down to less than a minute. So that is improving with every single boot up. So I think that might just be something that like trains itself over time. I am continuing to watch that, but it is getting faster. It is getting faster. And there's a lot of stuff out there right now about the AM5 platform that I personally am trying to not feed into a lot of that stuff. I'm just, you know, doing things step by step, one day at a time, just looking at how things are going. And so far it's been very, very nice. I'm really enjoying this platform upgrade. Yeah, so just be conservative with your expectations. Get what you can afford. You know, if you know, don't go out and try to overdo a bunch of stuff. Just get what you can afford. And it does make a difference, but be conservative with it. And that's kind of my thing with everything nowadays when it comes to PC gaming, is conservative. You know, I was already happy with the 4080 Super. I was already happy with my 7900 XT. I was already happy with my 5900X. But I just, you know, kind of wanted to prove a point that, like, look guys, it doesn't matter how much money I throw at this stupid PC. The gains that you get, the more money you spend, are just not significant enough to really justify that. And yeah, like I'm perfectly okay with going out and trying some of this stuff out. So, all right, my friends, if you guys like this content, do not forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for watching.